Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. It's the Orlando Magic facing the New York Knicks. To the paint, Isaac. Suggs outside. Up and in on the layup.
How about the agility of Jalen Suggs to navigate the painted area and finish? Pretty nice stuff right there.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Knicks head coach and I were able to chat. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. To the middle. Here's Hart.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
It's Suggs with a drive. Banchero outside. Inside. Shot is good by Isaac.
You can see Banchero has such excellent passing instincts. He knows when it's time to move the ball.
Outside, Green. Drives to the hoop. Pass to McBride. Back to Green. Outside Anunoby. Just 3 to shoot. And stolen by Banchero. Caldwell Pope with it. Hart covering. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Here's Towns. Pass to McBride. Outside, Green. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Suggs surveys the D. Orlando again missing. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Green. Isaac with the steal. Banchero outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Towns. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
It's stolen by Hart. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. McBride can't get it to go. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen. Pulls up, high post. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Kicks it out, Towns. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to McBride. Here's Green.
This here is about work and effort by Jalen Suggs on the defensive end. Boy, how about the ability to alter shots?
There's the block. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Both teams deciding to change it up. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Banchero. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Banchero's got his second basket of the game.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Towns for three. It's rebounded by Batase. Here's Wagner. Here's Banchero. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes a legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
Well, Josh Hart just making a really quick decision on the catch. It touches his hands, and he lets it fly.
And Anthony, here we go. Pass to Batase. Outside Carter. Anthony in the post. 5 to shoot. Picked by Carter. Crafty move. And the layup is good. Black's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Trailing by 5. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. Brunson looks it over. Orlando grabs the miss. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Carroll with it. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Banchero. He's got 5. Pass to De Silva. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Black. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Brunson. The three is up. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. Magic leading by 8. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, New York. The finish! And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
The kick out to Banchero. Natase with a screen. And no good. Good work defensively by Towns. And here's the fast break. That one's good for 2.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Natase can't hit. Knicks trail by 4. Down low. Hart. The basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Hart's got 11 points.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Here's Anthony. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Magic lead by 4.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Towns for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Here's Natase. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Brunson. There's a screen. Brunson assertive on the take. Orlando with the rebound.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
After this game, they can look forward to Philadelphia, where they'll match up against the 76ers. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. And that one's good for Brunson.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Anunoby on the wing. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. It could go. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Magic up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And it's Green with the ball for the Knicks. It's a 5-point game. Achua with a screen. Pass to Brunson. From behind the arc. Oh, Brunson nails it from deep.
Just good on-ball decision-making from Brunson right there. This guy a master in the pick and roll.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
For the tie. Oh, nice D from Carter. Orlando leading. Outside, Caldwell Pope fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And here's Brunson from the arc. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Suggs outside. Deflected.
That's a tremendous defensive read by Achua. Send it back. Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost. All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Suggs outside. Back to Banchero. Suggs outside. 4 on the clock. Inside. Orlando gets it back. On the wing, Suggs. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Suggs.
Despite his young age, we know Jalen Suggs has proven to be a tremendous leader. His teammates love playing with this guy.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
New York shooting their first free throws of this game.
At the line, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, guys, at 6'8", Precious Achiuwa hits the boards with ferocity and with abandon. He brings tremendous energy to whatever team he's playing for.
Banchero outside. Oh, sweet move. Towns with a rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
To the inside. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Towns has got his third basket on the night right there.
26, 24.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Picked by Isaac. From outside the arc. Orlando again missing. New York trailing. And here's Brunson from the arc. Achiuwa with a screen. Right side McBride. Back to Achiuwa. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Orlando has possession. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
13.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute 22 left to play in the third quarter here. Anunoby on the take. And here's Brunson from the arc.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's Wagner. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Orlando shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
To the paint. Oh, deflected. No dice on the putback jam. Magic leading by 7. On the wing, Suggs. And stolen by Brunson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line.
Good on both. Here's Orlando. Suggs outside. 34 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Bataze. It's blocked. They get it back. Here's Wagner.
Outstanding anticipation from Cat right there. He sends that thing back to another zip code.
2 on the clock. Here's Bataze. Now Caldwell Pope. Goes up again. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Miles McBride picks one up. Orlando's shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. Both good from the line that time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Outside, Green. Here's Hart. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Magic out in front. They're up 7.
The Magic, 33.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Here's Wagner. Banchero outside. There's a screen. Back to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Isaac left side. From downtown. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Knicks trail by 7. Outside, Green. Green. Oh, okay then.
I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
Suggs carries it down low.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a second foul of the game. And it's the Knicks with the ball. They trail by 7. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Banchero outside. Picked by Isaac. Lets it go from deep. Kicks it out to Wagner. 4 on the clock. The Magic need to put one up here. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's Hart. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Well, what a run here offensively by Josh Hart. This guy just keeping the pressure on with his ability to put the ball in the basket.
Here's Suggs. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Pass to Hart. Here's Shamet. Back to Green. Takes the hit and scores inside. Green.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
On the wing, Green. Left side, Hart. Back to Towns. Outside, Green. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Green's got 7 now in this quarter.
And demonstrating how fearless he is, Green welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Kicks it out to Isaac. Offline with a 3. New York trailing. To the middle. Here's Hart. That misses. And a chance to tie it. Banchero surveys. And some solid defense from Towns. And it's Green with the ball for the Knicks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Suggs outside. Now here's Banchero. Wagner outside. Oh, misses the dunk. Now here's Green. It's Hart on the wing. Back to Green. Right side, Anunoby to tie it up. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Banchero. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Pass to Wagner. Suggs with it. Second chance effort. The Knicks with the rebound. It's Shamet on the wing. Can't get the three to fall. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead. And the Knicks making a change here. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Now a timeout called by New York. Guys, what do you think?
The only way to get 4 points is with a three-pointer and a foul. So the defense will give shooters plenty of room.
Here's Brunson outside. Can't get it to fall. So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Walk before you run.
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure.
But if you want it bad, it's the love of possession.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
'Cause beauty relies in the eye